and Detroit. Those two will play each other 2 more times. Hayes! How many times have we seen the Lakers start the game with a lob and a jam?
The Lakers wasted no time attacking Haliburton on defense, forcing Indiana to double team. In response, they quickly swung the ball and exploited their desired matchup, Haliburton. This led to a frantic defensive rotation.
Doncic, here he goes, all the way, laid up and missed.
Exactly the kind coach Carlisle had anticipated. Came up with a steal, setting up a thunderous dunk by the big man.
Energy, they need their legs underneath them.
It caroms to Neesmith, who laces the three.
Indiana got on the scoreboard after an errant pass from Nembhard fortuitously landed right in Nwora's shooting.
An average of 128.
Siakam on the post up underneath, over Luka for the bucket, was looking for a call.
With LA switching on the pick and roll, Indiana's game plan was clear. Attack Luka or Reeves on defense.
The Pacers, Neesmith has that, use a lot of the iron and then finally come home.
LA's transition defense has been a known weakness. And against a Pacers team that thrives at high speed, Lakers fans were in for a tough night. With the Pacers completely disregarding Hayes away from the basket, a dribble handoff to Braun opened the door for a perfect lob, leaving Nesmith helpless to contest it. Basketball, quick decision-making is key. Reeves hesitated to pass to a perfectly sealed LeBron, waiting until the advantage was gone. The result? A Pacers steal and an easy transition bucket. Meanwhile, on the Luka Hayes
to just 13 turnovers. Nembhard put his shoulder on Reeves for the bucket.
Hayes pick and roll, Indiana excelled at fighting over screens and using the sideline as a third defender, making it tough for LA to generate clean looks. Out, Lakers. After the break,
and I am a huge fan of his. I nicknamed him Luka Legend, Larry Bird 2.0. But Luka Doncic is a ball hog. A great ball hog, a Hall of Fame ball hog, an all-time elite ball hog. He's a ball hog.
LA capitalized on Tyrese sinking too far to help in the corner. However, in Indiana's balanced offense, the attacks kept coming from all angles. Meanwhile, Brew had already called out Luka for ball hogging.
You see so far from the movement of his team. So a little step back three, that's one of his staples. Without question, he likes that.
The Don patiently waited 6 minutes before making his move.
Step back three by Tyrese, and it's wet.
However, on the sideline out of bounds play, he lost
of late. Nice feed inside, Toppin, and one.
Track of Obi Toppin, who had been red hot from 3, shooting 46% in March. To make matters worse, Hachimura committed an unforced
Finney Smith with a catch and shoot 3, and he knocked it.
Turnover, and Tyrese capitalized, putting on a show both before and after drilling a deep rainbow three.
As Luka knocks down his second three-pointer of the ballgame.
With the best assist-to-turnover ratio in the NBA, Haliburton went to work, picking apart LA's defense.
Whoever wants to listen. Luka! His third 3!
But Los Angeles responded to every haymaker with one of their own. The Pacers kept up their full-court press on Luka, but a misstep by Nembhard, getting clipped by his own
and slams it home. Tyrese with a little bounce.
Teammate led to a wide-open shot. The baseline out-of-bounds play, he struggled to stay attached to Luka Legend, turning it into a defensive nightmare.
McConnell measures the 3 and knocks it home.
And taps Luka on the way by.
Yeah, got a little something for Luka.
He said, okay. I see.
On the flip side, LA had their own headache, keeping up with the Pacers' relentless pace. TJ McConnell checked in just before the 2-minute mark and wasted no time making an impact.
A live ball turnover against this team, you might as well just put 2 points on the scoreboard. So we got to do a better job taking care of the basketball.
With Luka disrespecting our short king, McConnell had a simple response. Bet. The Pacers finished the first quarter strong, taking a 33-20.
Just bullying his way in is LeBron James.
88 lead. Indiana then extended their advantage to 5 early in the second quarter. Coach JJ knew that careless
Vanderbilt that time, altering that shot.
Talk about altering.
Ooh. Behind his back goes Reeves. 1-2, score!
Turnovers against a fast-paced team like Indiana could spell disaster. Home. After LeBron went scoreless in the first quarter, Coach JJ quickly made adjustments, clearing out the strong side.
Against Orlando, brick thrown up. Outlet is perfect! Releasing Finney-Smith and a perfect outlet pass.
To give him the space to operate comfortably in the post. And Mathurin made a sharp 45 cut to break through the Lakers zone, but LA recovered well, preventing easy buckets.
Could have had a layup or a dunk. Instead, they're going to go to Finney-Smith. Who wants to when you can get 3?
An outlet pass from LeBron to Dorian capped off a quick 6-0 Lakers run to open the quarter, began forcing Reeves to give up the ball. But LA
Run. The Pacers have missed their last 7 field goal attempts. Whistle and one. Austin Reeves putting the eye in ISO.
They adapted by locating wide open
Run. Nembhard on the drive. Draws the foul. Count it.
shooters through quick swing actions and finding corner shooters off the blitzed pick and roll. Without Halliburton and Siakam on the floor.
Chicago tomorrow night. Reeves again. Oh, he did the too small. He gave him the too small.
Indiana's offense came to a standstill. Meanwhile, the Lakers capitalized on every missed opportunity, capping off a dominant 15-0 run. When Tyrese Halliburton checked back in, Indiana's spacing improved, opening up gaps in the defense that hadn't existed before.
Look at how hard they're working on the defensive end of the floor, the Lakers.
Reeves continued to be a thorn in the Pacers' side. The Lakers' defense was locked in. Sharp rotations, quick closeouts, and relentless pressure, forcing Indiana into tough, low-percentage shots.
Halliburton off the double drag. From the mid-range, knocks it home.
The Pacers needed precise execution to crack LA's defensive pressure. They returned to the same flare screen
Reeves again.
play from the first quarter to free up Toppin for a 3. On the next possession,
Jazz has 3 boards at the other end. Who else? Who else? Austin Reeves.
a well-timed double drag with Luka in the action forced a switch.
Hayes with good help. Stayed down on the fake. Mathurin, had some sauce, but it comes out. Siakam with the putback, too strong.
Creating just enough space for Halliburton to pull up from his sweet spot.
Swings it. It's out on top. This will count to go. No, foul.
But every time the Pacers tried to cut into the lead, Reeves had an answer. AR-15 struck again, even turning Indiana's own weapon, their fast-paced offense, against them by attacking early in transition. The Lakers' swarming defense continued to suffocate Indiana, forcing rushed shots, desperate.
Doncic, showtime. Wow, we are in the church of Doncic, and they are praising by saying hallelujah.
Reeves and shot clock violations. And when Luka started baiting defenders into fouls like this, it was clear he was entering that zone. I'd throwing different defensive looks at him, but there was no stopping Luka off the dribble. The Lakers' high pick and roll sets with Hayes were proving highly effective, capping off a dominant second quarter. At the end of the quarter, the Lakers had completely dismantled the Pacers, outscoring them by 18 points and flipping the
Mark, LeBron James has scored 10 or more points in 1,282 straight games. He only had 2 points in the first half. Now he's the first player out of the Lakers locker room after halftime.
script. What had been a tight game turned into a commanding 13-point halftime lead. Pure dominance. After going scoreless
In this game, lob underneath. How many dunks is that now for 5?
in the first half, LeBron was the first one out of the locker room before the third quarter, ready to make his mark.
Jackson Hayes, 6 for 6.
You talking about flushing one.